Wonder what happens if we take the boat instead. Previously the mist couldn't be dispersed like that. I want to see if that's the case here. No, at least it doesn't appear to be. So new rules. Significant enemy numbers. No one died yet. We're not gonna take casualties for this because I can resurrect. Not particularly worried. The only real threat is that guy. No retaliation, and if he gets close enough, he can attack multiple guys at the same time. Made a stupid mistake. Should not have gone into melee. Could have avoided all casualties. Whatever. More experience artifact. A little bit of experience, a little bit of money. Otherwise, this seems like a total dead end. Still, there are different rules compared to the first time I was here. I don't really see a point in going into the water, though. Some minor resources can be gained there. That seems to be it. It's not worth it. If the item would have been better, then maybe. The extra experience at this point is... what the hell are you gonna do with it? The amounts you need is so vast that you need massive battles to be able to get it. We're producing a little bit of money on our own, but I don't think it's enough for anything, basically. Knowledge +1. I sort of want to take that before moving on. Seems like we should push north. There is something colored there, so likely an enemy area. Also, this is very likely a dead end. Not a dead end. So the island system is still in effect. Map might be exactly the same, it just doesn't follow the same strict rules in how you can explore it. Which means there will be an upgrade option at some point. So we need to gather funds for that. Options to maybe buy extra troops. We'll have to be somewhat careful. There's a good chance they can fireball our asses. Easily recover the casualties. More or less everything seems to be progressing as I thought. Not exactly the same as I was used to, but it's more or less the same. Or the basic principle is the same. We'll wait until the week changes so we can get another dose of troops. Requires basic darkness. I'm glad I didn't take any upgraded units to the stack. As we have an opportunity to collect a lot of new troops just from the exploration map. This way we don't run out of stacks of units we can hold. I could summon a boat here, but I don't see what would be the point. I would miss out on a lot of attribute boosts if I tried to sort of make a shortcut somewhere. Also forgot that we do want to collect those artifacts, so there's no point in trying to rush finish the mission itself. Yeah, there shouldn't be any danger here. Archers alone are now enough to take care of all of them. War machines. I'm not sure if I want the ballista this time. Again, it's about control, since I might have to rely on the resurrection at some point. It's a big deal that I need to be able to control when the fight ends. They're probably gonna cast spells. No? Take an attack, multiple attacks. Okay, that's actually very good for us. Spells mean single target. Their normal attacks will attack everything in line. Just make control easy. Everyone just wait until we do the resurrection, then we'll finish things off. The enemy here is very, very slow. I don't think we have to do anything special to win this. this seems to be going on and on and on, so I'm figuring this is a dead end. Let's go there first. To be able to kill the Titan before anything else happens. Right, the others don't really have the mobility to be a threat to us. We're running out of stacks. Still can't be helped. As long as we can take on new units, we should definitely take on new units. And the week's about to change, so we'll get a lot more archers or druids. It's a free level up tree. Didn't even notice that. Helmet lock. The lock bonus to damage is increased by 25% or a 20% increase in regular damage we do. I'll take the archery. It's always on. Be too difficult of a fight. We can weaken them to one unit, almost any one of the melee stacks can take them out. That seems like the path forward, so what's the alternative? Since the enemy is so slow, I think simple haste might be the most effective thing here. Well, moral bonuses, luck bonuses and the like, and the regular range attacks will be sufficient. They'll take multiple turns just to reach us after all. Yeah, their turn just never seems to come anymore. Not bad. We can upgrade things a little bit. I think it makes sense for the most part. Usually the problem is stackability. However, since we already have the better versions of a lot of units, it's a non-issue. We already suffer from the negative, we might as well get the positives too. I don't think these guys are particularly sturdy. I think they have some sort of bonus against ranged attacks, so it makes them seem like they're a little bit harder to take down than other units. They're also so slow, they won't reach us for a couple turns. Initiative is definitely massively overpowered in this game. Sure about upgrading the druids. With others, it makes no difference. I haven't seen any arch druids. So I'm sort of thinking keeping the standard druids for now. We have gained more. I think we have started out with something like 2. So most of our druids have been druids we picked up. Might not be the correct choice, but we haven't had to... Okay, there are elder druids there. Right. Might as well upgrade. Exit portal. They can't enter here. This might buy us a little bit of extra time. Take a look what's here. We probably have to proceed to the east, so this should be a dead end. Bit worried about the enemy this time. They might be able to reach us on the first turn. Yes, they can. But not really. This does mean we can't really wait with our attacks. We'll have to time things in a way where we have a chance to resurrect. Guess I was worried for nothing. These weird choices in approaching us made it impossible to do anything. Ah, 5,000 gold or 5,000 experience. That's an abnormally good treasure chest. Still, I don't really see much point in taking the experience. We're forced to do so much fighting anyway that the likelihood of us reaching the maximum level is pretty high. Right, should be an easy fight. I will let him attack once. I think it's better for us. Yeah, that way he won't die from the retaliation attack and I have a chance to resurrect. If I seriously attack him, he would not survive. So we'll have to wait until the resurrection has been done. Okay, likely there are at least one of the artifacts here. I'd have to do the same thing here. Maybe, maybe not. Still, killing those is borderline impossible at the moment. So minimize damage, kill some of them, resurrect the casualties. Wonder if we're forced to fight every stinking fight here. There's no real threat in most of these. I mean, not even a theoretical. Get there. Pack of black dragons. That's a dangerous group. You need a way to travel. Yeah, that's okay. It's just a long way. We'll have to go around. get a level up before we face the dragons. Also, I think I have the ability that slows down dragons a little bit. Pretty sure I took it. -1 speed, -1 initiative. To all flying units. Still, pack of dragons. That is a massive amount of dragons. Usually it's a few or several. They're also fast, so I can't just wait with the range units to take care of them. Okay, this is okay. Elven Lock. Lock bonus to damage is increased by 25%. Thank you very much. A lot of attribute bonuses. We probably should take every stinking one. Also, the extra moral and luck bonuses before going against the dragons. Resurrection can help us somewhat, but I'm not sure if it can help us enough. The supply unit, very likely. So crippled by our special ability. Take your blood furies. We're going to need some sort of a sacrificial unit, so if I can use something that isn't part of the ranger army type altogether. Sort of same with here. These are spellcasters. Not going to be easy to take down without casualties. It'll be convenient for us if they more or less just cast a spell on me. Right, that's easy to recover from. Gotta take the experience. These offer 5,000 each. That's not a trivial amount. Also, I don't really have use for the money I currently have. So that's an extra 10,000. Didn't help all that much, so we need about 40-50,000 to get a level up at this point, but it still aids us. Not trivial by any means. If we get that bow, I don't see how any of the opponents left would be able to really challenge us. The only reason we don't kill everything outright is because half of our damage just disappears. With the bow, that's no longer the case. One attack. I don't care what our stats are. We mostly can't really handle it when people attack us, and most of our turns are just range attack units, so attack is the only thing that matters. Once we get the bow, our spellcasting ability will also start to massively less damage than normal attack. I wonder if they're even gonna get a single turn. But we'll clear everything up to the dragons, then go and get at least a moral and luck bonus. Everything but the dragon fight should be fairly trivial. The dragon fight really depends how much is hack in this particular case. Still gonna be trouble. We pretty much can't attack with the only decent melee guy we have. Or rather, it's gonna be trouble controlling the casualties. We need to kill one of the stacks before they can do anything. That way the damage is limited to one stack and easily repairable. I can probably kill them before they have a chance to do anything. For morale, for luck, decent army, a lot of mana, decent stats. Victory is guaranteed, it's a matter of how many casualties. We probably don't want to go forward at all at this point. 14 dragons. It's more or less in the ballpark that I imagined. Magic won't work on them. Can bomb our own guys. We're more or less interested in killing a single stack entirely instead of spreading the damage about. Might not have a choice in that, but that way we can be in a better position to deal with the damage. Seven dragons is a lot of damage coming our way though. Not sure if we can survive that. Right. And start mitigating damage with the second crew. Don't want to take initiative with this one. More or less just have to endure the hit they do. I can't attack yet. I can't risk critical hit killing all of them. These, there's no chance. Now it doesn't matter. So this went fairly well, I'd say. It's not one of the artifacts, it should be. Zero of ancient artifacts, okay. So what are the ancient artifacts then? I mean, if this fantastic, massively useful item is not counted among them. Also, I more or less explored like half of the map. Why haven't I found anything so far? Do I need to go explore with the ship or something? Right, artifacts and ancient artifacts are not the same. We still have room for a couple of army stacks. Right. Most of them were slaughtered before they had a chance to do anything. And that's without the critical hits that we are constantly getting. the fighting was easy before, now it's, I'd say, pretty much trivial. There might be a couple of specialty fights where that's not the case, but we're more or less just walking about, having nothing really to do. Yeah, these all opponents are too slow to matter. I'm spreading the damage just in case, so if they get too close, even the standard melee guys are able to finish things up. I think it'll come to that, but still. No downside to actually preparing for it. I'd really like to find at least one of the artifacts so I understand what the hell they mean by the artifacts. Compared to standard issue items. Right. Wiped out before they had a chance to do anything. This is what all the fighting is gonna be from this point on. Be faster for me to just keep the turn of everyone except the range units. This is probably the path forward. I'll have to go back and explore the other areas first then. Still, it's not gonna hurt to... What are we gonna do here? We could take these troops. I'm not sure that there's a point to it. I mean, if they're here waiting for us, why take them now? Elder ancient tree ants rather would be very welcome though. Something to, in an emergency situation, just tie the enemy up. And they're very, very tough to kill when they're supported by a strong hero. 40,000 gold. I don't have this many troops. Still, we might have a chance to buy them. I still think it's probably better to go for experience at this point. But there's a level cap and we're doing a lot of fighting against big armies, so I'm not really sure what's the sensible thing to do. I feel money is a waste. Taking money is a waste, but taking experience is an equal waste. So no matter what I do, it's just gonna go down the drain. Hey, the zombies got a turn. After a couple of turns, they might actually reach us. Guess I'll keep taking the money unless we get some chests that have like 5,000 experience points like these. The hero has gained an ability to affect the luck of enemy creatures. The luck of all enemy troops is decreased by 1. Or increase hit points of all your creatures by 2. This would be fairly good for us. We don't have that many units. I'm inclined to go to Dead Man's Curse. Pissing the porridge of your enemy is always amusing. And because I think the armies in the wilderness have neutral values as far as moral and luck is concerned, there's a good chance they'll do minimum damage spontaneously with this. That's something that we shouldn't ignore. Make a big difference here and there. Yeah, not a long fight there. Dangers of having all your units in a single stack. We can't take any more additional troops. Sort of thinking just bypassing the unicorns entirely. Nothing bad about them, we just don't have any particular use for them at the moment. Blood Maidens would be nice. You can upgrade them to Blood Furies. We'll let them gather up there. Maybe we'll have a use for them later. I don't really currently see how that would be, but whatever. Ooh, they're fast. We'll have to resurrect casualties. Where are the goddamn artifacts? I'm not leaving this map until we get the artifacts. Similar like gather troops and other type of quests that we've experienced before, the rewards from them have been transferred to the next mission. I'm not sure if you are guaranteed to get them, but it seems like a weird thing to get them anyway if you haven't actually collected them in these missions. I don't frankly dare to take the risk. They make a big difference in how the game plays out, or rather the follow-up missions, how hard they are. Why do I have to fight against every one of these? I guess the design is sort of that you have to fight against a constant loss of a few troops and we keep going. So they're forcing most of the armies to fight, no matter what their chances of actual victory is. Again, there's no chance that they can really do anything here, but it takes some time for me to chew through their hit points. What exactly have I thrown at these? Righteous might, divine strength. Still they want to fight. I wonder what the cutoff point is. There's certainly something even with these troops. Maybe level... we don't really have all that many high quality troops. It's not. So that might mean that we have to fight against high tier troops pretty much every time, no matter what. 34 water elementals. Yeah, join up. They're neutral, so they should fit in fairly well, and they are quite powerful. Only more powerful than a couple of handful of sprites. Sylvan military post. We probably should just take their hits. Try to do anything fancy at this more point. Resurrect casualties and finish them off. Right. See how useful you are. I'm not sure the mortar elementals are that useful. They're not bad, it's just they're more of a sitting pile of hit points that can cast a little bit. We'll take the druids. We don't have room for druids. And not room for anything really. This was the fear I had. At the same time, it still made sense to upgrade. I would not have done anything differently. This is more of a backup, I guess, if you can't finish things off without the help of the troops you have. I don't see how that's possible. The game is probably balanced in a way that you can take some casualties and you're not guaranteed to have resurrections and the like. That should be fairly trivial to us. Holy shit, we took an entire casualty. Not that it matters. Our range units will move before he does, so they'll all die anyway. Right, more attack. As much attack as we possibly can get. again, range attackers will attack before he does, so he has no chance to survive. I guess scouts wanted to join. Still, I've more or less completed the map. There's some areas naturally I haven't been to yet, but I haven't found a single artifact according to this. And I'm sort of calling bullshit on that. I think I've found 2 more or less. There are 4 items you can get in the map, and that's it. I'm not sure if the sunken ship that has the plus to your experience point amounts you get counts. We have too many mixed races with our army though. I think our morale is suffering. The reason we haven't seen much effect on it is because I have a lot of moral bonuses, but we are suffering from it, so we don't get a lot of positive moral effects anymore. We need to make one of these armies disappear. That's definitely one of the artifacts. I'm guessing the game basically isn't keeping real track of them. So once you have all 4, it'll just tell you mission accomplished. They should not be reaching us, not even close. Right. Ring of Vitality. Good aid for a shit unit army. +2 hit points for everyone. With this price, there's a nice 33% increase in your hit points. I can get another +2 to that. I get a level up and get the correct upgrade. I don't think I can kill it. I can. I don't think we're gonna get anything new out of this, but who the hell knows? You've already learned too much. Right, I'll clear this area here and leave things at that. There's still plenty of us for us to explore. There's no telling if we have to backtrack or do something similar. But it's gonna take a lot of time no matter what. Eventually at least. I'll leave it for another time. But I don't think this map is particularly interesting as far as we're concerned. The moment we got the unicorn bow removes range penalties, it's over. There's nothing really happening here anymore. We have an overwhelming amount of range attack power and we can resurrect minor casualties. So this can only go one way. just a matter of walking through the entire map and getting the artifacts. I think I'll take the gold at this point. Although I'm not sure if there's enough fighting against large armies to get to the level up cap. I'd really like to hit it. I think it's probably 28. Probably. But we're not that far off. Still, we're not there yet. And I can't see where the hell would I spend the money. Even if I got to upgrade these, there's nothing to upgrade anymore. So unless I go back and just buy massive amounts of units, there's nothing there. Probably have all the low level spells, right? Shitty hunters, which I can't take with me. There's so few of them in these random groups anyway, there's no point in taking them with us. Looking at the map though, we are getting close to the end, so we could push it, but at the same time we don't have the artifacts. 0 of 4 ancient artifacts. I think it's 3 of 4. 1, 2, 3. We know the location of 4. 1 would be in the shipwreck. So if we can't get that to complete by the time we find out how to complete the mission itself, I think I'll go trekking the seas with the ship. But that's definitely something that's gonna take time. More time than I have right now.